All right, 'tis the season to be jolly, except at St Andrews. Hey, Adam, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. We're going to have a chat this week then about that Leicester game and just how much was the difference between the sides. What does that tell us about where Birmingham are at? We're also going to talk about Birmingham's Christmas fixtures and preview how many points you think they're going to get and talk about how you rate. This is a dangerous one. How you rate the squad since the last time you played Plymouth. Let's start with the Leicester game, shall we? I'm not sure we can comment too much here because, like we say this to anyone who plays Leicester, I'm not sure we learned anything new about Birmingham there, did we?
I think we did all right. If I'm being brutally honest, top of the league, high flying team, Premier League team on paper, got the most expensive squad in the league, and I think most teams. I was expecting us, and I think most fans around the country were probably expecting us to get hammered, probably 3 or 4-0. I think we did well. To be fair, it was good. It was a good game. I know they had chances they could have run away with it, but they didn't put them away, and Blues kept niggling back at them and having a go back, and you know. It was a good game for the neutral.
Yeah, I mean, from the half that I saw, I could actually, for the first time, genuinely see what Birmingham were trying to do. I actually thought you had an identity. I actually can see that actually are trying to play it more on the front foot. So there was trying to pass it to the wings. Didn't always come off, but I could.
Well, it's not a good. Listen, it's not. Yeah, I've said it time and time again. Until Rooney gets a transfer window in or two and gets his players in that he wants to do his way. Yeah, he's struggling at the minute, isn't he? But we pressed high. It caught us out. Once or twice they scored from it. So, but that's what's going to happen against the top teams. Which I like that Rooney doesn't sit there and think, well, we're playing top of the league. We're going to sit back and just put 10 men behind the ball. He thinks, no, we're sticking to our way and we're going to. And that's what I want. I've been crying out for this for years. A manager that will go, we're Birmingham City, we're playing this way, and that's it. It doesn't matter who we're playing. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and I didn't see. I'm sure, hopefully, lots of Birmingham will agree with this. But you're not a team that's ever going to be in trouble this year, are you? I mean, I know the results was 18% win rate. You are far better than the league table suggests.
Yeah, and I know he's asking some players to do things they're not quite capable of doing. And I think in a couple of weeks, when we're sitting halfway through January and there's probably 2 or 3 new players in, 1 or 2 have gone, we'll get a bit better and we will start climbing the league. I don't think we'll be down there come the end of Jan, beginning of Feb. I'd like to think we're sitting mid-table somewhere and then have a little push on to the end of the season.
All right, we're going to have a look at your Christmas fixtures in a second. Then that starts this weekend against Plymouth, who obviously have just lost their manager. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for an away team to be travelling to a team that are hurting and you now don't know what to expect?
Listen, they're a good team. We played them earlier on in the season. I thought they should have won the game. We were lucky to win that. They played really well that day. But you don't know how they're going to set up now. Like you said, we don't know what formation they're going to go with, who the caretaker manager is, what he's going to put in. So, yeah, it can be dangerous, but I look at it as a positive, to be honest. I think they're going to be a bit wounded. So let's hit them while they're down.
Let's have a look at the team then. The last time you played Plymouth, so it was a 2-1 victory back in Bank Holiday August weekend. How many of these 11? This is a starting 11 from that day. How many of these starting 11 merit a place this weekend, and why?
Well, I think you got Buchanan, the left back. He's nailed on that position. We haven't got a better a better left back, than him. You got the centre half, Sanderson. He's the captain. He ain't going to go anywhere. I think if Rooney had a pick of a better keeper, I don't think Ruddy would be in goals, and he wouldn't certainly be my choice. Kevin Long, I whisper it, but I've heard rumours that something's happened in training. He'll never play for us again. Hence the reason he's not played. I don't think since Rooney's walked in, or he might have played 1 or 2 games, but he's been told he won't play. We're struggling at right back, as we know. Both right backs are injured, so I'd imagine Ayew will sit in there. Bielik and Sunjic, they're the 2 only decent players in that position. And then, Jordan James, as we know now, starting to put in some good performances. He's nailing on. Miyoshi, I don't think will start. I think he's a bit lightweight for this league now. He's getting found out. Players are just nudging him off the ball. He's more of an impact sub. Anderson, can't get him fit. And definitely won't see Scott Hogan up front, I can tell you that. I don't think you'll see me here at the end of January, if I'm honest.
No, I was going to wait for that one. I didn't think you were going to give him a positive, given that that's all you've spoken about on this channel. All right, let's have score predictions for this Plymouth game. Then it's a tricky one, isn't it? They are very good at home, but that's obviously pre the news this week.
I think from the last two performances of Blues, I'm a bit more confident now. I think the players are starting to finally learn and understand Rooney and what he wants out of them. They're getting there a little bit to where he wants them to be. So it's looking positive. I mean, if we play as high press as we did against Leicester, against Plymouth, I think we've got room for a good chance. So I'll go 2-1 Blues.
Okay. Let's repeat the scoreline from this year. Let's have a look at the rest of your Christmas fixtures then. So we'll get to watch you on Boxing Day against Schumacher's new side against Stoke City. Goodness only knows why this is on TV. I shan't be watching it, I'll be honest.
Yeah. It's Birmingham City, mate. Greatest team in the land.
I have the in-laws round, and that's as painful as it gets. But this looks like a painful watch. I've got to be honest with you. Yeah, you'll be there, of course, and then of course you've got a second home game in a row, so Bristol City. So potentially this could be a 9-point Christmas, and everyone is all's well with the St Andrews crowd. Yeah,
and you know what? I could probably see something like that happening. I know it's mad to think, especially with the first 10 games Rooney's done, but I think they're 3 winnable games now. I think we've got to be looking at hitting probably 4, maybe 5 points at the minimum. But yeah, come on, let's get the 9. Let's do it. I'm going to be positive like I always am, and I'm just going to back Rooney all the way.
Okay. You've been on the Christmas sherry already, haven't you? All right, then, and then realistically, last one for the new year. What does he absolutely need to go and get? Give me, if I said like one position he's got to sort out. We know there's a few, but ultimately, if he's only got X amount of money, which you've said before, financial fair play is going to kick in, isn't it, with Birmingham? What does he need? Under no circumstances must he hit the 1st of February without.
He must not get to the 1st of February without a striker in. Another striker. I think we can cope with the keeper, and I think we can cope in other areas at the minute. We've got 1 or 2 players to come back from injury, but I think a striker, and it looks like Hogan's going in Jan, so that's another man down.
Yeah.
I think he has to go and get a striker. If there's only one position we can do in January, it's got to be a striker.
Okay. And we will keep coming back to that phrase, we can cope with the keeper, if Ruddy does make any more ricks and say, well, you said it.
Is that a shocker since I said it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, it's been atrocious.
Right, listen, Adam, have a great Christmas. If you agree with Adam or disagree with Adam, like lots of you do disagree with him, put comments below. He will respond to all of them, and we will wish you all a Merry Christmas, even though we get a lot more haters on this channel, Adam, but it's all fun and games, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah. Right, cheers, fella. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you
next
next time.
And you have a good Christmas, mate. All the best.